Yeah, okay. So thank you for the introduction. So yeah, my name is Jamie. I'm an 18-year-old climate justice organizer from Seattle, Washington. Um, and I've been fighting for climate justice since I was 14, doing everything I can in my community to organize and mobilize around this issue. Um, I have a book out now called Youth to Power, Your Voice and How to Use It, which is a guide to being a young organizer for any cause that people can order right now at youthtopowerbook.com if you want to learn more about being an organizer and organizing for climate justice. Not just climate justice, but for any cause, and it interviews many, many young people in the book as well. And yeah, right now I still organize with the organization that I co-founded called Zero Hour, and we are working on a lot of great campaigns to turn out the vote, to educate folks on climate justice, and to mobilize folks around legislation, common sense climate action policy. So that's a little bit what I do, and I just graduated high school a month ago, so I am also a recent high school graduate. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Wonderful. And what's the name of the campaign, Jamie?
Well, Zero Hour's campaign is called Vote for Our Future, with the four, so vote for our future, and it's how we're mobilizing young people to vote, and we're also endorsing like down ballot candidates as well, like people running for Congress and different progressive folks, trying to win office.
So can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so pretty much, electoral politics is not the only way to make change. There are so many other ways to make change that we also focus on and emphasize, but we're also working towards, we're also working on making sure that, because young people have historically low voter turnout, and so we're trying to fix that, and we're trying to make sure that there's a high voter turnout amongst young people, and that we're also supporting candidates that support the work that we do, and that really support progressive climate action. So we are endorsing like very progressive candidates as well.
Great. We're doing a whole Instagram, Twitter, social media, so we can promote you and your book and the campaign. So thank you for your personal accounts. Is there one for the Vote for Our Future?
You can just go to thisiszerohour.org. Really, that's the best way to find out about all of our campaigns, and then they can also follow us on social media. It's just the @ symbol, and then This Is Zero Hour for all accounts.
Wonderful. Now, you're not old enough to vote, right?
I am. I'm 18. I actually just voted for the first. I was a surrogate for the Bernie Sanders campaign, and I worked a lot. I worked very closely with the campaign, and I spoke at many of Bernie Sanders's rallies. And I'm actually a delegate. I think I'm the youngest delegate in the Democratic convention. I'm going to be casting my ballot for Bernie at the Democratic convention. So this election was my very first voting election, and I got to cast my first ballot in my life for Bernie Sanders, someone that I was very passionate to campaign for. And I'm also exercising that right in terms of being a delegate at the Democratic convention.
So, but didn't you have a little idea about, because the young people that you're talking to aren't able to vote. They're not old enough to vote.
Not all of them. Some of them are.
No, the ones that you're talking to this
morning.
Oh,
right. Sorry. I thought you meant like in general. I was like, no, I mean some are.
In specific, these young people that you're influencing right this minute. So what can they do?
I mean, what you can do right now, if you can't vote, you can still, there's still so much you can do. I mean, if you want to influence an election, you can still influence your parents. You can work with the campaign. I've worked with campaigns since before I could vote. You can work with the campaign. You can do phone baking. You can work on trying to get the vote out of other people. And you can also just work on being an organizer and trying to support different causes that you care about. Like a vote is just one tiny part of making change. And even if you want to, electoralism is really where you want to make change, then like, a vote, you can influence your parents' votes, you can influence the votes of those around you, and you can work on turning out the vote for other people, which is what I did back when I was 14 and couldn't vote.